Hello and welcome to this review of a small and cheap flash modifier. This is it. It's camrepublic. It's a make I've not heard of, but it was a make that produced something for about £6. So really, this is what we're looking at today. This is an on-flash modifier. It just fits on the front of the flash and it modifies it and should make the light softer. So if I compare to the size of a flash, as you can see, it isn't that much bigger than a flash. It folds down flat and it shouldn't take up any storage space. In terms of improving the quality of light, you can see it's drastically bigger than the flash head, so should give much improved quality of light, should give a much softer appearance on the light. So on the back, this just folds out. One really nice feature is this, which is a second diffusion layer that attaches here across the front to give a second layer of diffusion. And the nice thing about it is it can Velcro inside as well, so it doesn't flap about. So let's fit the flash. Fitting the flash on is quite easy, and then this Velcro just goes around and then fits on there, and now the modifier is secured to the flash. So does this flash make any difference to the quality of light? Does it make it softer? And I'm going to be using this mannequin head to test that out. So now I'm going to see how well the flash modifier performs, comparing it just to the bare flash. So to start with, I'm going to set up my mannequin head. I'm going to set up the flash at approximately 45-degree angle to the left and 45-degree elevation, and I'm going to compare the bare flash with the modifier on. So I'm going to keep all my settings the same. I'm going to shoot at ISO 100, 1/160th of a second, f5.6 with an 85mm lens. And my flash is going to be on manual, and it's going to be powered at 1/16th of power, and the zoom is going to be set as wide as possible at 24mm. So I've done a test shot without firing the flash, and you can see the effect it's had. Without the flash, the picture is completely dark. So firing the bare flash at 45 degrees off camera, you can see it illuminates the picture well, but we do get some harsh shadows, and particularly looking at the back area, you can see how harsh the shadows are. So we do get harsh shadows with the bare flash. When I put the modifier on, we do lose some light because some light is absorbed by the modifier and not all of it gets through, but we can see instantly that the shadows are softer, particularly focusing at the back of the background. You can see much softer shadows. So now I've put the flash bare on the camera, and I'm taking my picture with the flash on top of my camera, firing straight at the mannequin. And again, it illuminates the picture quite well, but you can see you get some quite harsh and distinct shadows behind the mannequin head. And now adding the modifier, you can see some of the light output is lost due to the modifier, but you do get softer shadows behind the mannequin head. And now I'm using the 2 layers of diffusion, and I've boosted my flash output by 2 stops. So I put the flash modifier on the flash, and that's on the camera, and I've boosted it and used 2 layers of diffusion, and that's probably the softest image I'll get on camera with the flash modifier. So I also wanted to try just changing it up a bit, so I've done 2 things. The first thing is just holding the flash in my hand with and without the modifier at about 45 degrees to the mannequin head and 45 degrees elevation. So here's the bare flash just holding out to the side, and again you can see we do get some harsh shadows, particularly on the background, but from further away we get less shadows on the face and we don't get the Rembrandt lighting. And as you would expect, using the modifier and holding it out to the side, we get softer shadows, particularly in the background, and we get the same lighting pattern. So for a final test, I wanted to get as close as I could to the mannequin and compare using the flash modifier to the bare head flash, but really close as possible. So I used a really wide angle lens, and I got really close to the mannequin, and I just held the flash above the mannequin and fired. So as you can see, you get some fairly harsh shadows. This is with the modifier, and you can see it is a lot softer. As we're getting the flash a lot closer to the subject, we get soft light, and that soft light is much softer with the modifier on. You can see you get gradual going to darkness rather than a really hard cutoff with shadow lines. So is the modifier any good? It's certainly lightweight and portable, and it was certainly cheap, and the flash modifier does soften some images, and the flash modifier does soften the light a little bit. But due to its size, it won't work wonders. It won't be as good as a large softbox umbrella, but it does soften the light. So if you're in a tight situation and you want softer light and you don't want those harsh shadows, particularly on backgrounds, then this is a winner for you. Do look out for my other videos that I'm going to do on light modifiers. Thank you. Goodbye.